We all know that sometimes the big things will just break you because, by definition, they're big. They're traumatic. But sometimes it's the little things that do it. Man. I mean, you probably know by now, I do a bunch of my recording all at once. Generally, sit down, knock out 5 episodes at a time, move on, because that's kind of the sort of time I have these days. But, man, after what has been probably the worst week, at least all year, I don't know, if not in a long while. Had a power blip yesterday while I was trying to record my 5 episodes, and yeah, UPS didn't seem to matter on my computer, because here we are doing this again. Technically, I didn't do this last time. I probably should have, but anyway, we're just gonna carry onward. I'm gonna do my best to put all that behind me, not think about it, not get totally tilted, and maybe make some different decisions than what I did last time around, because I kind of need to go punch some zombies, I think. That sounds like a good idea, but we really should upgrade this, and I'm not sure about the walls just yet, because I'm still not entirely certain what this downstairs area is going to be. Probably dig up a little more floor and put in some concrete or something and call it good. That'd be my hunch. Can I target you under there? I just can. Perfect. I wasn't sure about that. I thought, yeah, it'll probably work, but sometimes targeting can be funny in this game. Gotta find the spot where the block is not fully covered, and then you're okay. So we'll just upgrade some of these guys. I am currently making some furniture boxes, which you may or may not be seeing. Nope, because they're all done. How about that? So we're going to put a couple of these guys up just to relocate some storage stuff. We're going to do one right there. We'll do one right there. And I think that's all I'm going to worry about right now. So we'll call you Iron Crap. And we'll call you... Not... I can't even type. Not Noit. Not Iron Crap. Guess you don't really need the space there. It's funny, I was kind of thinking, what's the point now of the regular storage box? I mean, I guess it looks different, but it is basically in every way inferior to the writable one, so who cares? This stuff, that can be moved, that can be moved, that can be moved. And then, I guess we'll grab that. And what we really need to do here is run next door and take care of some stuff over here. If I remember right, we have a bunch of clay in... Hello. Hello. Oh, here's my zombie punching that I was asking for. Bunch of clay in this guy, but there's not really... I don't know. I guess at this point we can just let it go. There's not really much reason to... Oh, look at that. That was just the right amount of time. Serendipity. Let's take all that junk. This should be empty. This should be empty. Okay. We'll just let that crank out whatever steel it has remaining, 70 or so, and we'll call that good. I'm fairly certain here that if we check this box, there are a few more of these things here that we can basically melt down. I think those guys melt down. I want to say they do. So let's see, you are cooking away. What are you cooking on? You have a bunch of metal in you still, so here, we'll just go ahead and add all this to the Iron Crap box. And that's just going to have to be fine for now. Oh man, so much stuff in here, and we've barely even cracked this box open. That's kind of hilarious. Here, you go in there. And I guess we don't really have... Here, let's split you. We'll give you like 12 minutes-ish. That'll be fine. I need to make some new frames, so let's do another 25 or so of those. I was debating moving everything today. I'm just not going to. I'm not feeling like it. I already did that once. I don't want to do that again. I might decide to do things differently this time around, so you know what? I'm okay with that. Instead, I think I want to go punch a zombie. So let's grab one of these guys, because you never know. We'll grab one of those guys, because you never know. And we'll grab just one of those, because theoretically that'll be sufficient for our purposes. We don't really need to be carrying those. Need to see where we at. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we? 72. I'm curious, if I put those on, I really wish that updated to show you what your effective loot game stage is. I mean, I kind of get why it doesn't, because it's not a true game stage in that sense, but, you know, wishful thinking and all. We need to eat a little bit of food here. I think all of this stuff gets turned into something else, so we'll just take a couple cans of sham. I'm going to call that good. I know, it can be made into better stuff. I'm just not going to sweat it right now. Don't even want to worry about it. We have a tier 4 clear here in our little neck of the woods. That came from... Is this from Trader Wrecked? I forget who gave us this one. It was Wrecked or Bob. Honestly, everything that happened in the last few days, I'm just kind of fuzzy on. So it looks like it's right over here. We got next to the funeral parlor. Oh, okay. It's funny, as soon as I saw this building, I thought, I know which one this is. And then I was wrong, because it's a different one. So this is the one we had going on a series or 2 or 3 ago, where it was across the street from a restaurant that we were using as a base for the longest time until we moved to the radio tower next door right there. Well, it so happens that I know this POI fairly well because we ran it a few times, and I happen to know that if we come over here... Let's see, let's switch that guy out. That should be fine. We can drop a couple of frames, and in relatively short order, we can be right at the loot for this place. Obviously, there will be more loot than just this, but this is going to be your primary loot. One more. I know you need stamina, but I'm just saying, you're not done, so don't think you're done. So it looks like we have 2 shotgun messiahs, 1 working stiff, large ammo pile, and a hardened chest that needs to be picked. Well, that calls for this. We're going to eat one of these guys. And then because we have a lockpick to do, we'll just go ahead and eat one of those too. And we're going to run out of time on the lockpicking, but you know, whatever. It's going to serve its purpose. Probably should have opened these first. Hello? I hear you. That is not great for game stage 72 plus a bonus... variety of bonuses. Wow, that was utter garbage. That's pretty oh gosh. This is underwhelming. This is not good stuff. This is terrible. In a world where the loot is garbage, this is what we have to look forward to. Hello. That's not garbage. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say that was pretty decent, really. I mean, maybe not the greatest thing in the world. We got to take a look at that. But theoretically, that might be an upgrade compared to... let me go check... Oh, these shelves are empty. Check that out. Interesting. I was going to say, let me check these shelves in here, but let me not. That might be a replacement for the AK. I guess we gotta do some straight up comparisоning now. Let's go back to here. The street is still all messed up because technically the street is part of the street. Whereas this... that works. Whereas the POI is butted up right next to the street. So we've got an extra 9 minutes on our lock picking, so we'll be good for a while on that. Shamway, what was that one? Gun store, so working stiff. I'm not overwhelmed with these choices. I would have rather had 2 gun store and a working stiff rather than basically one of each. Minus popping pills. One of each of the various store types. How about that? Start with the Shamway because that's going to be the least impressive. Working stiff, you know, that's fine. Okay, and we'll go with the gun store box next. That was really not good. Ammo pile. That was a pretty good ammo pile. I'm not going to argue with that one. We'll take some vitamins because we might end up just popping them running through here. Alright, Hardened chest. That's pretty much hot garbage there. Okay. I mean, the ammunition is always welcome, but the rest of that stuff, we're basically wearing, for the most part, better armor or using better weapons, so... The mods, you know, I'm always a fan of the mods, so anytime we can have additional mods, that's fine. What are you? You're a helmet light one, okay. I'm really intrigued by this guy. Maybe we'll play with it. We'll hold on to that. Bunch of pockets. Neither of those mods are for guns. Okay, yes. I remember that now. I realize I literally just looked at that. And we can drop a couple of those off in there because we won't need them. And then I think the rest of this stuff is pretty much good. We're going to straight up scrap that. We don't need that right now. Go ahead and use that, even though I know we don't need to use it just yet. Probably should have used it a little while ago, because that would have helped with digestion, make the food last a little longer, but I think there's a good chance we'll find some food. I mean, we have a little Shamway as part of this. Oh, look at that. These shelves are all full. That is crazy. Hey. That is, like, wildly different. All these shelves, well, not every single shelf, but many of these have stuff on them. We've got cobblestones up here. That's weird. I mean, I guess it's not weird. It's just, you know, roll of the dice, but that's a pretty significant roll of the dice. Alright, we'll take that. We'll take some fort bites, which I don't even remember what those do. What do fort bites do? Damage mitigation. Okay, we didn't bring any water, so I'm not going to worry about those right now. Y'all destroyed some stuff. That's not okay. And I'm sitting here destroying stuff too. You know what? Where are you? Okay. Let's move. We are doing a clear quest, so we've already gotten the main loot of the building. So we don't need to worry about the main loot. This is really satisfying right now, I'm not gonna lie. This is super satisfying. I said I wanted to punch some zombies today. I might need to amend that statement and update it with, I want to shoot zombies with a magnum. I want to go Dirty Harry on the zombies. This is suddenly super, super satisfying. Like, I'm not even giving them the time of day. This is great. Love this. Didn't really get any food or water out of this. I mean, not really anything worth mentioning. Okay, this is not going to be the way up. No, this is the way up. No, that is the way up, but you don't get there from there. We got to go downstairs for that. See, I remember things. You just stay right there, buddy. I'll avenge your death. Oh, look at that. More ammo. Hi! Hi. Oh. I thought that was... I thought it was like the Leo's hat, and I could just see it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Why can't I get that one? Because that's weird. Nope. That's a decent ammo pile. I'm not letting that one slide. I don't understand. This is not actually here. Okay, that's different. Whatever. Carry on. And we'll go ahead and punch one or two things so that I can say I punched something. There you go. How you doing? Have a good day. Didn't want that. We'll drop that off. Take that. You can keep that. Turn it into a backpack. And I guess some of these guys... I don't know. There's some weird stuff going on here. Some of these things don't really want to be looted, and that's fine. Not the end of the world. Yep. See, this is our way up. So we're going to go all the way up, 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 up. Hi, kitty. How you doing? And then we will have some zombies waiting for us. Oh, I wasn't expecting a runner. I mean, I guess I should have been, but I admit I was not. Let's go ahead and pop... Oh, no, we got two of those. Never mind. I was going to say, we'll pop that vitamin that we picked up. Just because I was thinking that'll free up an inventory slot, but... Since we have two of them, wow, Magnum. I don't really think we need it. Nope. What you doing, kitty? Oh, I need to reload. Hold on. You know what the funniest thing about this is? Aside from my aim right there, I didn't bring any Magnum ammo from the base. Oh crap, I'm out. I'm out! Totally forgot to grab it. Hey, come here. Hi, kitty. Does this work? Alright. My lights are really dim because she wasn't in here, so... here, let's see. I should be able to do that. Bang! And all of a sudden there's light. And now she's like, no, I'm gonna leave. So... I'm going to turn my lights off because that's blinding. This is the dance studio portion of this particular POI. Are you coming back? What are you doing? Come on. You can't stand up. Well, I mean, you can. You're capable of it. But I don't want you standing on the space bar. I don't want to just be jumping everywhere. And I look like I'm playing Overwatch or something. Fortnite? I don't know. Pick something like that. Hey, what are you doing? Okay. Do. Backpack. You're gonna chill? Alright, that's cool. You can chill. I'm fine with that. Here, we'll turn that back on. Here, let me put your tail down there. Oh, you're not really in focus. There you are. That looks better. Right as I go to fix it, it's like, oh yeah, I'll go ahead and focus on the cat. Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay, going up to the top floor now. Almost didn't make that jump. We should have some company up here. Okay, I'm going to say that's probably good enough for the Magnum for right now. What is up with this? That makes me want to go back downstairs to that bathroom again and make sure that I can't loot it, because that was weird. Like, it just wasn't letting me target there. It's like when you're trying to loot something through a little crack in a panel, and you got to find just the right spot where you can do it. That's kind of what that was like right there. So let's grab this guy and we'll take a look at it. 97 damage compared to 50. Obviously, that's going to be lower. Obviously. I don't know. It looks pretty cool so far, though. I like the look of it. It definitely looks like something that's been repaired a little bit. Like, it's not something that's in pristine condition, so this is not... Clearly. Wow. This is not your high-end weapon. That sounded nice, though. That sounded good. I'm pretty pleased with that so far. So far, I find it intriguing. Here, let's go ahead and grab these stones. We're going to need them for concrete. Although, man, there's a part of me, I got to admit, I kind of think this series is going to end up getting ended when Stable comes out, because I hope I'm wrong, but I just have a feeling that it's not going to play nicely. And if so, I'm going to have to start over with a new one, which really stinks because we're finally getting to the point here. I like the sound of this gun. This is nice. It's different. We're finally getting to the point where we are getting some stuff. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. I mean, we haven't even gone, like, just hold the trigger down and see what happens. I mean, generally, I don't do that with most any weapon in this game. I'll do that with the M60 here and there and with the SMG here and there, but everything else I pretty much don't. I don't know why that is. I guess I just prefer single or burst shot just because, you know, I'd rather actually hit things. Chicken rations. We can go ahead and use that right now. We're in a spot where that's fine. And we don't have any water, but we do have some coffee. I don't really need the stamina right now, but just kind of trying to keep an eye on what we have here. I guess probably should check for a pistol. We'll take the water. We're probably going to drop that water. I'm going to try and just bust through here a little quicker now, because we're about the halfway point. Maybe even a little more. Nope, nope, nope. Nobody, nope. I want the experience for killing you. And the really slight 2% chance you're going to drop something for me. I think that's what it is by default, is 2%. Something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, downstairs we go. Should be getting to the restaurant portion here, if I remember right. I don't have particularly good aim with this, so... Yeah, I heard you over here. A reflex sight or something would be good, I think. Okay, that was your fully automatic right there. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. It's not bad. Now, you guys, you unlocked... I didn't mean to go ADS right there, but I did. You unlocked the room back here, which... Is this where I've lost a turret before? I think... Oh, that's terrible. Something like that anyway. Wow, who even... Never mind. I don't want to get into it. It's fine. Okay, so we should be in the restaurant portion now. Take some cat food. Do you want some cat food? You okay? All right. She's like, I'm fine. Okay. I was just asking. Making sure my kitty's good. How you doing? Just gonna ask you to not do that because it's really annoying. Not a big fan of that sound. Not really. I mean, it is pretty terrifying. Learn to craft a variety of good-looking and versatile footwear. Well, that's interesting. You know what I've never really done with this game? And I guess I need to start doing that at some point. I've never played Fashion Days. Which is, I don't know, kind of a shame. I should be playing some Fashion Days, right? Here we are. We're at the end. I mean, now granted, we're going to have a few zombies dropping from the ceiling, it would appear. Okay, I cannot hit either of you guys. This is not a weapon meant to be used up close and personal-like. That's it. That is everything. But yeah, I think I need to be doing some Fashion Days. I think that might be a good idea. Let's run back over here. And I am going to go in and try one more time on that big old ammo pile, because that was a medium. That was pretty decent. Like, if we can get something out of it, that will be worth it. I think it was this bathroom. Okay. Maybe I'm just trying to dance around it a little bit. I mean, I do think it's actually there and that it's lootable. It's just a matter of getting the right angle on it. And maybe I'm wrong, because when I swing at it, I don't hit anything. Ah, man, that's... Alright, well, it was worth a shot. And I guess I could try to dig under it. We checked that one, we checked that one. Alright. Here, let's do it this way. Drink the coffee, get some stamina bonus. And just to see... Because theoretically... it's going to require taking out 2 blocks if it's an actual thing. Yeah. It's going to require taking out that block. Because it's connected to that one by technicality. One more. Okay. So I'm just going to check one more time here. I do not seem to be able to target this. I'm hitting E a lot. I'm not getting anything. Okay. I'm convinced you're not actually there, because you could be connected to the toilet, now that I say that. You could be connected to the urinal. Okay. I want to say that's not actually there. Well, just the same, we have completed a Tier 4 clear quest. We got a brand new, junky, but pretty decent, overall really, pretty decent gun. I'm not unhappy with it. I'm okay with this one. I don't know that I like it better than the AK. I'm not sure about that. That might be a little up in the air. So I'm thinking this is supposed to be a replacement for the AK. You're gonna walk on my microphone mute. Huh, you actually didn't. Wouldn't be the first time you did that, although you did mute that one. That one doesn't matter though, because we're not recording that one. There's actually no sound playing on that one anyway, so it doesn't matter. I want to take one quick look here before we wrap it up, because we have reached more or less the end. Meow. Let's see, do we have... Yeah, I didn't think we had enough room for all that stuff, but whatever, it's cool. Right, let's drop off that stuff, we'll drop off that stuff, we'll drop off that stuff, and just like that we have a bunch of inventory. So 77 on that guy and 50. Okay, so I guess I never paid attention to it. When you're doing a comparison, it ignores mods. Interesting, because if you go straight to this guy, it's 77, but when you're doing a comparison, it drops it down to 61. So if this is doing 50 damage at a quality of 2, that's pretty good, but it's even... Wow. Look at that. Range is 1 higher. Many more rounds per minute. 46 is pretty decent. Okay. You know, I'm okay with that. Now, granted, I don't think we can do a whole lot with it right now. I guess, like I said, we can put a reflex sight or something on it. I gotta find one. Probably just... Oh, we don't have one? How don't we have one? There it is. I was gonna say, I thought we had one. Anyway, I've got some stuff to do after we hang up the phone here, so let me get to that. I want to just start moving crap around, and we'll probably need to move some mods and things around. I think that'll be fine. But for right now, we have done good work today. I'm calling it right here. I'm pretty pleased with everything we have found. Need to upgrade this box so that it can store more things. Guess we can just melt some of the stuff down. It's not really going to do much good. Anyway, whatever. I think we've done good work today. I'm calling it right here. I will catch you on the next one. For right now, go check out patreon.com/KIC Gaming, and we will meet up again soon. Till then, thanks for watching. See you later.